Hey everybody, welcome back to Ramrod Rants. You can reach me for comments, complaints, concerns, or ideas at ramrodrants333 at gmail.com. You can also find my podcast on YouTube and SoundCloud. Just put Ramrod Rants in the search engine and it'll come right up. I like to talk about things that kind of get under my skin. So today I'm going to talk about gas. I went to the gas station and I used premium. It was $2.93 a gallon this morning. So I decided, okay, I'm not gonna get gas now. I get it after I leave the office. So because I had enough gas to get to my office, I just was in a hurry. My tire saying it was low, so I just put some air in the tire and just went on, took off, make sure everything was okay. Had enough gas, so I get some more. That was a little bit more than a quarter of a tank. I get some gas later on. Came back after work. Gas was $3.43 a gallon. I said, "What the hell is going on? How can gas go up that much in 8-9 hours?" It just bothers me. I don't know how it's regulated. I don't know what's going on, but apparently they're able to just charge us what they want. And it's not the gas station. These are the companies. The gas stations are the ones that sell the gas. Most gas stations state that they make most of their money on selling the items inside the gas station. Okay? But these gas prices are out of the world. And they say, well, we need to make the prices high because we have to pay for this, pay for this. It costs us more to do what we need to do for the company, to meet payroll, no, it's stockholders and it's the owners of these places that are just getting richer and richer, and it's ridiculous. And the way the new laws are and the policies are and the tax cuts are, they're getting richer still. The ones in this country, the ones outside the country are just uber rich. And if you got that much money, you got ties to governments. And I'm not saying the government is protecting them and allowing this, but something has to be done. It's just gas is getting ridiculous. It is. Gas, the price of gas has not been down in years. I mean, it'll go, like my gas went to $2.93. I think I've seen as low as $2.80, maybe $2.79 in the last 3 years. And people are happy with that. Oh, it's only $2.79, $2.80. Fuck that. Gas shouldn't cost that much. I mean, we have an abundance of gas. Just a lot of it, a fuel, a fossil fuel. A lot of it. They're selling it by the millions of tons. Gallons. Gas shouldn't cost that much, but they obtain a maximum profit from it. FDA does the same thing with these pills and this medication. Another subject, talk about that later. Dialysis does the same thing with dialysis. Another subject, talk about that later. Gas. That's what I'm pissed off about today. Because I can go to the gas station and put $40 in my car and it's still not full. $40 in my car, still not full. Did you get that? Now, as of right now, the national average for regular gas, now this is for regular gas, is $2.64 a gallon. $2.64 a gallon. This is according to AAA. National. As of today's date, which is the 16th of August, which incidentally is starting to get cold outside a little bit, and hell, summer just got here at the end of June. I hate the winter, but okay, we talk about that later. So gas is starting to get expensive. Gas to heat your house in this area, NIPSCO, is starting to get expensive. Electricity is getting expensive. But There's no regulating these people. I mean, I tell it to you this way. Mobil Oil, in the fourth quarter of last year, so just the fourth quarter, that's October, November, December, fourth quarter, Mobil made an $84 billion profit just in the fourth quarter. $84 billion profit. Right? Okay. Chevron. Everybody knows Chevron. Fourth quarter made $72 billion in profit. Now, that's after all the bills are paid. All the factories are built. All the contracts are given. Everything. That's after all of that. The profit. And it's a lot of more oil companies out there. This is all profit that they put in their pockets. After all the shareholders, after all the board members have been paid, all of that, the profit, the owners of these companies, that's their profit. So how the hell can gas be this much and they still profiting? If you multiply 84 times 4, you know it's 4 quarters in a year. That's a lot. That's a lot. Hell, 80 times 4 is 320 billion. So that means that's $336 billion a year that they probably made that year. If you stayed on a steady course of 84 billion, they made at least 320 billion in profit that year, last year. So why is gas so goddamn much? I mean, pretty soon, hell, you ain't gonna be able to afford to drive to work. Have to take public transportation if they drove out that way. This gas, gas is too much money. It should not be that high. But is anybody on the campaign trail? Yeah, we're going to get down gas prices. No, they ain't gonna say that. They're gonna say stuff you want to hear. Oh, we're gonna get you reparations. That'll get them out to vote. That's what they're thinking. Oh, we're going to get a fair legal justice system. What's fair to them? They don't live the life we live. They don't walk around in our skin. They don't know. They'll try to tell you anything you want to hear. Top 10 earnings for 2018 for oil companies, fuel companies. Number 10 is Phillips 66. Phillips 66 is on the low end. They only made 111 billion. That's all. 111 billion. Luke Oil, 115 billion. Rosneft. Now, Rosneft is a Russian oil company owned by the oligarchs out there. And they made 133.7 billion. Chevron, 158.9 billion. Now, mind you, this is all profit. This is after the bills paid. They're looking at this to show after everything is paid, this is what they have left over as profit. Chevron, told you that one. Total Oil Company, 209 billion. ExxonMobil, 290 billion. BP, 298 billion. China National, well, I ain't got to tell you where that's at. That's in China. 346 billion. Royal Dutch, that's a British company. That's 388 billion. And the number one money earning oil company out there is in China. It's two in China. China National and China Petroleum. China National is number 3. China Petroleum is number 1 at $426 billion. $426 billion in 1 year. How the hell is there an oil shortage? In 1 year. That's sad. That's Why are we paying so much in gas so they can live a life of luxury, so they don't have to worry about nothing? Money just pouring in. The rich get richer. The rich get much richer, and the poor just get destituted. Why should Congress care? Why should the Senate care? They shouldn't, because they're not paying for nothing. We paying for it. Everything. Even the gas is a write-off for them. If they pay for their own gas. Most of them ride around in cars driven by their helpers or aides or whatever. Fly around on donated dollar. Eat on donated money. Insurance is free. Still get a paycheck. They don't have to pay for nothing. Do you think when they get on these planes to go to these other countries, they're paying a penny? No, they're not paying a penny. They're not paying for nothing. They just go for free. It's a 4-year open bar. That's why they want these offices. That's why they're so scared to lose these offices. That's why they won't say nothing. They won't say nothing against anyone that it will cause them to hurt the number of votes they're going to get. They're dependent on us as African Americans not to get out and vote. They're dependent on us as African Americans that are millennials not to get out and vote. That's what they say. They say we get out and vote. They don't. We need to get out and vote. We need to get out and vote to change some stuff, because we're just getting ripped off big time. And anybody that believes that the country of origin for products, the tariffs is hurting, and they're not hurting us, ask the farmers. Saddest part about it, the farmers, most of them still are going to vote Republican and vote for Trump, because he says what they want to hear. He does and says what they want to. Most of the Republicans, they're not going to say nothing, because Trump has a base, 34%, 35% of the United States. And most of these people are in these states that these congressmen and senators are from. Kentucky, Texas, Wyoming, Indiana, Michigan, Iowa, Ohio, Florida, North Carolina. That's where they're from. And if they say something against them, guess what? They're going to lose votes. They're going to lose the election, and they go that cush job. Do any of them ever have any other jobs besides these? That'll tell you if it's cush or not. If you got a congressman or senator going home to work their job, a normal 9 to 5 Joe Blow job, blue collar worker, that's one you can trust. The rest of them, no. You got one that get in there and say, I'm only going to do one term because I want to get in there and make some change, and then get out and live the rest of my life. I would kind of trust him, unless he was just lying. But I would kind of trust him too. Other than that, no, I don't trust none of them. I don't trust the politician. They should just put them all up there on stage doing a debate. I'll hook them all up to lie detectors. It should be a big ass light behind them that turn red when they lying and green when they not. Let's see how many times they turn red. Strap their ass into a lie detector, all of them, on the debate stage. Ask them a question and see what they say. You got all of these white politicians going to black churches now to try to gain the vote. Okay, if it's not an election, you don't see their ass in no church. You don't see them doing night shows, the late night shows, dancing, doing all. You don't see them doing that. Hell, you don't see them in our neighborhood. Bernie probably come in our neighborhood because he's crazy, but you don't see them doing that. It's only when it's election time. That's when they show up and show out. No. Stick to the people that you always see in your neighborhood, that you always see talking about things that are different, needs to be changed, like these oil companies just destroying our system, destroying the air, killing the environment, No consequences. The EPA director said that climate change is a hoax. That's why he said that. You know why he said that. So what? What are we going to do now? They're giving these oil companies and these mining organizations carte blanche to do anything they want to. Oh, and the coal miners, especially in Virginia. Oh, he's going to still open up these mines. Some of them towns in Virginia, in West Virginia, are just closed down now. Whole towns are just destitute. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I seen a special on it. One lady's trying to get her grandmother to move out into another state with her. No, she don't want to go because Trump going to help. Let me know when that happens. Coal is a dead industry. It is. My buddies work in the coke plant at the mill, and when they get off, mill workers used to go out for a couple of beers. I used to meet them out. All of them got handkerchiefs. Every last one of them had handkerchiefs. For the first hour, they in the bar. They sneezing into the handkerchief, blowing their nose into the handkerchief. Look at the handkerchief, ain't nothing but black. Nothing but black. And I say something, but I say it sincerely. But you can't say much because they'll get upset because that's their bread and butter. They work in a coke plant. That's their bread and butter, moving that coke. And they get paid a lot for it. But I'm in my field, I notice stuff like that. And I got worried. And I get worried still. They're going to get sick. I'm going to lose my friends. And I grew up with these guys from elementary school to high school, everything. But, a man to do a lot to provide for his family. A man to take on a lot of responsibilities, a lot of risk, a lot of danger just to provide for their family. A real man will. So, I know I got totally off topic about these gas prices and stuff, but hey, I'm ranting. But I just can't understand how these prices are just uncontrollable. ArcelorMittal Steel Company, the owner, this was years ago, I read in the newspaper, he gave his daughter a $40 million wedding. At the same time, he was laying off people at the steel mill. Laying them off. Couldn't pay them. Didn't have enough work for them. And gave his daughter a $40 million wedding. You laying people off that need money. Meet their bills. Feed their family. To take disposable income, $40 million of disposable income, and pay for a one-day fucking celebration for your daughter. Would they be any less married if he'd have spent $1 million? Would they be any less married if he'd have spent $5? No. So who was the wedding for? Was it for the daughter or to show off to his family and friends? One of the oil people in the Middle East bought a bulletproof, solid silver Audi. Car was so heavy they had to have special tires, special axles. And that cost, if I'm not mistaken, that had a pretty hefty price tag too. I'm not going to quote a price because I forgot what the price was, but you can look it up. Solid silver Audi he bought. It's beautiful now. Don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to hate. It's beautiful. But you got all of this disposable income because on the backs of us. How many people can afford to put $40, $50, $60 gas in their car every week? because they driving back and forth to work. Got one car, got to drive back and forth, do stuff for your family, drive back and forth shopping, then drive back and forth to work. Who can afford to do that? $60 a week, $240 a month. It's another bill. Gas shouldn't be that high. It's got to be something we can do. They got apps to show you what lowering prices of gas is. Yeah, they do. Still not low enough. They're not supposed to be this high. Well, that was just something that came to my mind when I went to the gas pump. You can reach me at ramrodrants333@gmail.com. You can look at me on YouTube. Just put Ramrod Rants in the search. Same thing for SoundCloud. Okay? Send me your comments, complaints, concerns, and ideas. See you next episode.